You're listening to the Holo Health Podcast with Alex Cottingham and Trevor Deal. We know that health is hard and confusing, primarily because we lived it. It's part of our story. We struggled for years too, until we discovered a better way. Here in each episode, we cut through the noise of culture, talk about health the way God designed it, and how you can pursue it. If you're a Jesus follower who cares about your health, then you're in the right place. Get ready for the tangible and actionable steps to build a body, mind, and soul you're proud of, or as we like to say, to help you become truly healthy. Let's dive into the show. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm Trevor, one of your hosts, and will just be me today as we're going to be talking about how to have a healthy Thanksgiving. A lot of the stuff we're going to be sharing in this short episode is going to be a reminder, helping you understand and have a healthy perspective on things as we stretch through the holiday season, beginning with Thanksgiving, as well as some practical application for you to apply this week as you spend time celebrating and as you dig into Thanksgiving foods and all these things. So we're going to talk a lot about these things, and I just want to start by talking about the first piece. Really going to have three main focal points of how to have a healthy Thanksgiving. And the first is just going to be for you to enjoy time with family. I know it seems very blanket and simple, but we often miss this. You know, depending on what season of life you're in and where you are, we don't always get a lot of time with family. And so this opportunity for us should be really cherished. Instead, a lot of us often, and I'm guilty of this as you might be as well, we just forget that it's supposed to be cherished. It should be something that fills us up. And so I want to challenge you, listening to this, to enjoy time with family. A really easy way to do that is to be present. Put away your phone. Remove the phone from the equation. I know for myself, it can really hinder my ability to connect, especially with my family. And I want to be able to connect with them. So removing the phone from the equation, turning it off or putting it in a different room, it's still going to be there after. But putting that away is going to allow you just the ability, to be present to the moment and to enjoy time with family. Another practical way you can do this is just to ask questions, just to be curious about your family. Ask them how's their soul. Ask them what's brought them joy recently. Ask them what's something that they've done, what's one of their favorite things they've done recently. What are they looking forward to as they round out the year or start the new year? Use these questions to kind of ignite conversation and go from there. Keep the snowball rolling, as they say. And these two things are, again, just practical applications, but really enjoy time with family. That's what Thanksgiving and the holiday season is all about. And so I hope that you do get to enjoy time with family. The second point of how to have a healthy Thanksgiving. This one will have a little bit more content to it, but the second point is just please eat the food. A lot of us have a really unhealthy perspective on food around the holiday season. We feel like we have to feel guilt and shame. We feel like we're afraid to eat certain things. We're embarrassed to do it in front of other people. Certain things are bad, certain things are good. We talk about this in a lot of our content, but specifically trying to be concise and clear here for you guys. First, there are no good and bad foods. Second, you shouldn't feel guilt or shame around food. We need to have a healthy perspective. God gave us food to nourish our body, to enjoy. And in a truly healthy life, we eat clean, right? That's one of our 7 habits of health. But eating clean is not just only eating whole, clean, real foods. It's also allowing place for the more pleasurable foods as well. And this is where Thanksgiving comes into play. And so practically, I want to encourage you to eat the food, understanding that this meal does not represent your entire year or entire practical application of your eating habits. But when it comes to this, enjoy the foods. A really easy way to approach this is to focus on building a plate that does have nourishment and then also has pleasure too. So focus on getting your protein, focus on getting your produce, your fruits and your vegetables, and then start to add some of the other stuff in. My recommendation always this applies for more than just Thanksgiving, but is to eat the protein and produce first. You fill up and you get those nutrients in, and then you still have room for some of the other stuff, whether it's the dressing, whether it's the yummy rolls, whether it's the sweet potato souffle, whether it's the apple pie, whatever it might be, I encourage you to eat those things because you look forward to them. People worked hard to make them, and it's both an act of love to eat it, but there is a way to enjoy the food. And so I just kind of want to extend this reminder to you so that you can lay down any potential guilt or shame and not see food on the Thanksgiving, buffet table as this is good or this is bad. Hey, I'm going to nourish my body and I'm going to enjoy some pleasurable foods too. And this also gives you an opportunity to share why you're doing that with family, another spark for conversation that you can enjoy with them. So please eat the food. The last point on how to have a healthy Thanksgiving is to exercise and move for the right reasons. This applies to more than the holiday season, but I hear it so much more frequently during the holidays, is people think you have to move and exercise to burn off calories or to earn your calories. This is an unhealthy perspective on exercise. Not only is it not a great idea or just not a valuable approach to try to burn calories during exercise to earn your food, because mathematically you're better off managing your calories. It's not effective. It's not the most effective way for you to try to burn calories simply for food purposes, but also it creates this unhealthy relationship and dynamic, with exercise. God gave us exercise and movement to allow us to experience a more robust and abundant life physically as we live our lives in the world. It's not so that we can earn certain things. It's not so that we can feel better about ourselves if we did have a little extra food during Thanksgiving. It allows us to steward our body well so that we're prepared, resilient, strong, and able to tackle life's demands. It has no correlation with earning or burning. And so I want to put that reminder in front of you. I do encourage people, clients we work with or people I have conversations with, hey, to move throughout the day, because let's face it, in any holiday season, it typically bows to where we're kind of sitting around a table or we're sitting in the living room or common room and enjoying time together. So we do encourage you to incorporate movement. You can do that early. It's always good to do that early before the day gets started, because the likelihood or the probability that you do get to move is higher earlier in the day before everything gets moving and people want you to help out and you're spending time with kids and family. You can also integrate walks. Hey, let's go on a walk. You want to go on a walk, and after we eat and talk and catch up, let's go outside, let's throw the football, let's enjoy time together. And so movement can be a part of that. I want to encourage you to be the catalyst in your family and your Thanksgiving celebration to include movement. And if you like the good old turkey trot, that's awesome. Good 5K or a good little jog in the morning with the fam before the day gets started. That's a great idea as well. But again, remember, exercise and movement should be done for the right reasons, especially around the holiday season. Just a short recap on the episode of how to have a healthy Thanksgiving. Enjoy time with family. Be present to the moment. The second is eat the food. Your food choices today or during Thanksgiving are not going to negate the healthy choices you make on the other days of the year. So again, remember that we talked about building a plate, incorporating protein produce, and then making space for those things that you enjoy, the pies, the sweet potato soufflés, all these things. Enjoy and eat the food. The last one is exercise and move for the right reasons. If you're going to do it, encourage it early in the day. Ask others to join in, go for walks, toss the football outside. But remember to do it for the right reasons. You don't have to earn your food or burn off food and try to feel this weird tension and guilt relationship with all of this. We want you to live a truly healthy life. And part of doing that is not to fall prey to culture's version of health, seeing things as manipulating your body, seeing things as all or nothing. You can still choose to steward your health well inside of the Thanksgiving holiday season. And we want you to. So I hope these reminders and these practical applications are helpful, and we hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you in the next episode.